Hello there. I had folks in their late 20s and mid-30s ask me on what to do when you don't have any job experiences or any life experience required because you had a husband who got in the way of your personal growth. Or idiotic parents who treated you like a flower, crippling you mentally with their indoctrination about what girls can or can't do, but allowed your brothers to live life to the fullest. If you don't have the liberty or experience you crave for because of oppressive husbands and parents, then create it instead of being a slave to your oppressors and dependent on people who don't want to see you grow. Don't be a slave of the past and start working on your talents. Whatever the reason is that you are in the situation you are currently in is not your fault, but staying in there doing nothing about it is 100% your fault. You can create your own experience and the skills required with your surroundings. Clean your house daily, organize your belongings, cook and eat at home, iron your wardrobe, do your own laundry by hand, and do the dishes instead of pushing it in the dishwasher. It will not only burn calories, but it exercises your cognitive ability. Clear out closets and clutter that has been piling up and see what you can sell so that you have room for new and better memories. From studies, it has been found that those who have cluttered bedrooms full of their junk take a long time to fall asleep, and staying up late leads to an increased chance of depression and stress. A tidy house creates a tidy mind, because it affects your mood and increase your ability to think better. Do as much as you can yourself, be in nature often, and try using your imagination to create a new game or build something that requires to think and use your brain. Create situations where you need to think quick, like during a paintball match. With that you tap right back into your primal survival state, and you might have a better advantage than your colleagues, because you are more active than they are. Play chess or other strategy games as long as you stay away from video games, or at night play a game of Sudoku. It creates the ability to be calm during pressure. Play memory games every day, and I can assure you that you will see a difference after a handful of weeks, because the exercises I mentioned have been proven that they make two parts of your brain active. It prevents Alzheimer and dementia, it improves your learning ability, and enhance your problem-solving skills, giving you a boost of confidence in the progress. And my own benefit from learning chess since I was a child is that I have the ability to detect lies by simply observing someone's mannerism, because when you are facing an opponent in chess you can tell if they are certain with the move they made. Automatically they will look at the area where they set their trap for you, and by the tone of someone's voice, or when they enter their thoughts before answering, could be dishonest, and a skilled liar will try to dominate the conversation, trying to make you believe that you have lied to them first, while you can't even recall doing that. Even when you know you are right, they will still dominate the conversation without giving you room to speak, and it's the same with chess, dominating the other player so that you will be trapped. And I'm certain that chess or memory games can unlock a new ability for anyone. Or if it's not really your thing, then do a dance with a lot of steps like salsa or belly dancing, where you need to let everything move in one rhythm. That also exercises your brain, but not as effective as chess or memory games. If it's the internet and social media platforms that stops you from being productive or get proper sleep, then stay away from it. Social media might be there in the next 20 years, but your dreams will dissolve if you don't work on your goal to get there. If social media is an addiction, then create the mindset that you will not touch your phone during daytime or the TV, and at night when you have done your daily chores you can watch YouTube for a few hours before you go to bed. Don't listen to the ones who say you can chase your dream anytime. Do it while you are still healthy. I recommend you do it early in your life, but if you can't for whatever reason, then it's okay. The only downfall is that you have to work longer and harder at a later age, and if you start early you can become a professional or flourish at an early age. Teenagers are told they have the best chance in today's life, and they might be younger than you in age, but when you no longer allow the internet to dissolve your brain, then in mind, body and soul they are the old ones. Daily use of social media disrupts your cognitive abilities, increases depressiveness, laziness, forgetfulness, and your ability to be alert, organized, and focused. Don't use internet for daily inspiration, because chances are high that you will go back to your old habits. Instead, write down what you want to achieve, and when you are ready to go to bed you will watch one motivational video and that's it. Don't start tomorrow like most people say when they are planning to make a change. Do it right now. Studies has shown that most people on this earth only exist, but there are a few people who are living, Be one of the people who decide to live so that you will be better off than most people. Especially women should learn to live instead of just existing. We women have been held back long enough by parents, boyfriends, and society. If you fear that folks will get in the way of your new goals, then don't talk about it. If you say nothing, then nobody can get in the way or make it difficult for you, and if you still want to talk about your plans, then you can leave a comment anytime. I believe in every woman with a dream, but not everyone has the same mentality. Whenever people speak bad about you or try to discourage you, it's for the best to ignore them. If you ignore them, then you took the greatest weapon they have against you away. When you don't acknowledge their lecture, then they can't discourage you. Give it a try. Just ignore everyone who doesn't believe in you. Let them believe you are going home doing nothing. Let them believe that you aren't capable of achieving anything. And the priceless looks they have on their faces when you prove them all wrong is something to look forward to. I also was surrounded by doubtful and negative people once, but they never stopped me. It only fed the wildfire within, and all their negativity I changed into power and kept going no matter what. But what I learned in life is that the best revenge you can have on people who talk bad about you or think you aren't good enough is to become more successful than they are. If you're not good at working for an employer, because the stress and fear of being treated unpleasant by co-workers, then earn your money from your talents. You can be good at anything if you truly want it and if it's made for you. Focus on your potential only if you are feeling that you wasted too much time with your doubts. And if you want to be good at something where there is no potential, then you can still do it, but it will all depend on your dedication towards it. If your mindset is eat, sleep and practice for a few years, then I'm certain that you can pick up a new skill and make it your talent. But if you value chilling with friends, clubbing, lazy launching in your day off, go to bed late, then you'll be wasting 10 to 15 years of your life to be good at something that you could have learned and master within 3 years. Would you rather put your social life on hold and push yourself for a few years, or would change nothing and waste so many years and end up being discouraged? The choice is all yours. There might be times in your life that people will say that it's too late for you or that you are not good enough, and they try to discourage you with negative words. But these negative judgmental words are only evidence that you can't do it. Is when you start listening to that. Don't ever prove people right in your life, but prove them all wrong instead. Especially if you're a woman. Dear sisters all over the world, don't let anyone discourage you, and if it's your weakness, then don't say a word about your dreams. Make plans between you and the universe so that no one can take that dream away from you. Your dream is your treasure and your talent is your true ally in life. Don't throw them away for anyone. Nobody is worth it, not even your husband or your children. Your husband can trade you in for another woman, your children can desert you or dump you in the old folks' home. But your talent will always be there. Lose the victim mentality, it will get you nowhere. Okay, maybe you came from an unloving home where there wasn't much attention paid to you. Does that mean you were letting bad people win? Many successful people came from unloving families, poverty, or have been homeless, but the difference between them and who allowed themselves to fail is that the successful ones didn't let anything stop them. When you work hard and smart by choosing you're good at, love, or willing to do it forever, then you will be able to choose your own life, a life that you always wanted to have. But if you only make excuses or be lazy, work very little, then you will get the life that has been chosen for you. And you will always rely on people who don't have your best interest, and you will become depressed in the long run. Life is like a desert. When you keep going, no matter how hopeless it seems, you eventually find water to survive for another day, and you will find that truck who is waiting for you to take you away from there on your way to your inner star. But if you see your excuses, fear surroundings, or negative words, lack of education and experience as a validation that you can't become successful, then you'll walking around in circles, and eventually you will die in the desert with your dreams buried with you. You don't know how many tomorrows you have, only today is certain. What happens next can't be controlled, but you can control your future. What you do in the present will be the result of that future. Don't wait for a sign or the right moment. There is no right moment, and you need to start now instead of planning a day for you to get moving. Do you want to end up like a nobody and give everyone who ever talked crap about you a reason to continue doing that? Give them more ammo to use against you to criminalize your character. You have the power to stop all of that and get what you deserve. Nothing is possible without hard work. Ask any athlete, they will tell you the same. And there is no coincidence when it comes to success or be discovered. There was a woman in India who was abandoned by her children, but she never had the victim mentality and kept singing on the street for money. She was content with her freedom and health alone until she was asked to sing for the Indian talent show called India Got Talent. She went from a pauper dressed in a worn-out robe to a millionaire setting records. And if that doesn't inspire you to chase your dreams, then I hope you can live with the idea that you were born into this world for nothing.